let me ask that, and maybe this will one side swipe, right? But I'm a little guy in the hobby. I mean, a lot of our listeners won't agree with that, just because I've amassed a decent sized collection. But I'm a little guy, and I loved PSA. I love PSA for the last 4 or 5 years. I have thousands of cards at PSA. I have graded thousands of cards at PSA, and I loved one thing about PSA was that, to me, it gave the ability for a little guy in the hobby to color up and become a slightly bigger fish in the pond. They were able to take cards that were, $100, $200 cards and get them in bulk, sell them, and now I could get some 2012 Prism base cards and I can turn them into silvers, or I can get some Luca Prism base cards and turn them into Luca silvers, and then maybe turn those into some reds and some blues, and start to be swimming in different waters of the collection, right? And that was what I loved about PSA. And what I'm hearing now, not from PSA directly, but from the hobby pundits, the know-it-alls, the people who know, the people who are in the know, that not every card is supposed to be graded. And that PSA is the protector of the hobby, is going to protect us against the junk slab era. So I, as the little guy, or people who listen to this as the little guy, if they were here, they'd want me to ask you, is there room for us anymore in PSA? Is there room for people to buy raw cards at a card show that might be a $20 or a $50 card, and they want it for their collection, or they want it because putting that PSA magic to work, and I've called it that, putting that PSA magic to work, putting it in a slab, getting a 10 grade, turns that $20 or $50 card into a $100, $150, $200 card. And they're able to progress in the hobby by doing that. Is that something that, PSA understands and is still going to, be there for that little guy, or are we moving PSA in another direction?
No, we certainly understand that. Yeah, to put it short or bluntly, yeah, we absolutely want to get back there. I think most people are familiar with our set registry. If you're a PSA collector, you are probably. And the whole concept of set registry is to collect sets. And that by definition means you have to collect commons and base cards of people that you probably never even heard of. And if it weren't for the fact that you're trying to complete a set, okay, here, I have a Craig Smith 2008 Topps Chrome rookie card gold, or not rookie card, excuse me, gold refractor. I would not get this card graded if it weren't for the fact that I'm doing that set.
Yep.
So, and I'm going to be waiting like everybody else, by the way, to get that card graded. So yeah, we definitely want to get back there. It's just an issue of supply and demand, being able to meet the capacity with the demand, that's out there. And, it just got overwhelming. I think we want to get to a point where, and I'm hopeful that we're actually there pretty soon, where we can reintroduce those service levels. We've announced dates for them. We're going to probably phase them in because we can't have a avalanche of demand, pent up demand when we reopen. But no, PSA, we totally get that. Again, we're rooted in collecting. We're not rooted in investors grading, cards for flipping. Although again, we support that. We're there for them too. But the really what drives us is allowing collectors to complete sets. And so we'll get there for sure.